Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. The wild woman is here. That was a mad class today. Extremely mad class. Red lipstick and all. I like that happy dancing. Whoa, man. I guess Mahavir is forgiven for calling you a fool. You notice the energy is increased in our sangha. It's the preaching. I think Krishna really likes that we're confronting the Vaides. He likes the action. This is where things are going to get done. They get all the stuff. It's like we're Krishna jumping into the, where the bhakti yoga has been contaminated. We jump in there with the preaching, man. Just give them conclusive truth and
Because we bring the depth of Krishna on the surface. That's it.
yeah, it's amazing, man. And it just, you can feel it. Like even River, her energy is like, wow, she's up preaching. Your energy is up preaching. Sharing. Krishna likes it. Gives us the potency. After a while, everybody will start laughing. Like, what the hell have we been doing? Unbelievable, man. Yeah, and everybody just coming now. It's just like those verses I posted. Anybody gets this with no considerations, no having to follow all these things. No, it was like it was 500. Everybody gets love of Krishna. They just come and they like what we're doing. Here you go. All the prema that these gurus don't have or can't give, or yeah. That's why we gotta break the Narayan Raj preaching. We gotta break it, because they're really stickly. No, you gotta do it this way, and we say, just come. It's a gift. It's being given now. It's been ordered. It's on the menu. Just take it. They're like Democrats, crying crybabies. It can't be. You're offensive. You're offender. Get them to think it's really an offensive thing to consider what is the best thing. But people got to. It's time, man. We've been ordered. We will win. No, you can't. Krishna always wins. He gets what he wants. If he wants people to get love, you can try and run away this way, that way. You're going to get it. The student community, they're doing the same thing. They're always trying some way to get away from the real Sankirtan movement of this distribution. They always want to go back into the rules, regulate, back into that thing and pollute the thing. As soon as Lord Caitanya left, everything went back to that. As soon as he disappeared, it started to pollute now you have to attain Krishna. He was already attained. He's attained by this revelation and this realization and the preaching of by those who are actual associates. It's already attained. It's done. That's why even with Jesus, those who have actually really have faith in Jesus, they transfer the Holy Spirit. It's done. It's finished. It's finished. It's finished here for the Vaishnavas. We got it. People are getting it. You just, oh, hey, man, it's finished. You don't have to do that path now. Or, if you follow that word, that comes from those mouths, you're on a hard road. But that, if you got a choice. It's like Krishna said to Arjuna. Arjuna said, "That's not fair," and they're saying the same thing. That's not fair, Those who worship you go to you, and you get the paradise forever, and they worship the demigods. They're putting the same amount of energy, but you get a they get a better result with you. He said, "Well, I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to tell you guys, you get a better result here. Can't you see?" No, no. So and you're putting out more energy doing that. And we get such effortless result just because we accept, the mercy because it's here. It's been ordered. We're following the order, the parampara. Prabhupada, headed by Prabhupada. Give this out. Don't consider higher or lower. No, just will you listen? Will you be a fanny? Will you sit your fanny here like Fanny? Follow the path of Fanny. And just hear about the extraordinary mercy of Lord Caitanya and see the miracle. See why Lord Chaitanya just comes to Maria. And not only that, Advaita. And who knows who else is going to come. See why people just coming and they're getting it. Why? Because it's like it's been ordered. It's been blessed. So why not get the blessing? Why not become a goddess of fortune? That's That's it. Yeah, you should watch. Everybody should watch Lolita's video and see that rare. She's really into dancing and happy. You know, to Mahavira's song. You see that song? He wrote these songs when he was in our sangha.
Yeah, his music is ecstatic. It is. That
Yeah,
other
he was
song
in
that
our
you,
sangha.
yeah, it was then with you. You can feel
Yeah,
that. You can
yeah, it was
feel.
empowered.
Otherwise, he wouldn't touch me now with that song.
No, no, no. He got there because he was Krishna's blessing was to write this. He wrote like eight or nine songs. Boom, 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 just like that. And he saw that vision, and then he leaves, and everything dries up. All of a sudden, you know, he's back to being a Brahmin. Back to the Vaidhi thing, just like Meena. It's like that Vaidhi thing. Is there a resistance now? But sometimes people, like in crypto, the coin goes above the resistance and then sometimes retraces. Everything's like crypto. People are like crypto in their bhakti. They go up a little bit, like both of them, right? They both went up a little bit and then they retraced back to the Brahman thing, the resistance, Vaidhi. That's all right. It'll all come. Some people, that Nityananda is great for my preaching. Yeah, he's given things. I made a fantastic article about this just from his stupidity. Keep it coming, man. Keep preaching to me, man. Like, it's great content, man. I like the content. Very useful. That last article explains everything. It explains, like perspective. People don't have that. They're for 50 years have been preaching. You got to be miserable and hard work and fastings and ecodicies for sure. What God realized person actually had love of God, and then I just showed the verse. It was all these common people had the love of God, and they didn't follow anything. They're just common people. Okay? So that's how it works. Yeah. So that's arisen again. Fanny's here. All right. Fanny Williams. She's a bomb full of energy. Yeah. The Kundalini does it. Makes it for for a few weeks, man. Amazing. Okay, so okay, is Maria here? No, she's not here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I'll sneak one in, a little Hare Krishna first. I don't know. I like to do it first. I don't know. Oh, she's here. Oh no, oh no. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I'm a good boy. I'm doing the right thing. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya. It's probably good for me anyway. She's right. She's right. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Sri Advaita 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 Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda,
Rama
Gauranga,
Rama Hare
Gauranga.
Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Gauranga. Mute your mic,
Your
folks.
Nityananda
mic, Yamuna.
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Nama
Gauranga,
Nityananda Shri
Gauranga.
Krishna
Your mic.
Chaitanya Nama
Nityananda, Nityananda. Hmm. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gauranga, Gauranga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Caitanya, Sri Krishna Caitanya, Sri Krishna Caitanya, Sri Krishna Caitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Sri Krishna Oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Oh, oh, mm, yummy, yummy, yum. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna, oh my Lord Sri Krishna, oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Lita's sitting there looking at all this, checking it out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I wonder what goes on in her mind. Not even the greatest scholars can understand what goes on in Lalita's mind, unless she reveals it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's interesting how Krishna works. It's basically revealing his mind. You know, and so that's what the whole thing with Jesus. He saw that actually God's real heart was not in the rules and the regulations that Moses gave. That was preliminaries. It was not really in that. And so Jesus could see the deeper thing in the scriptures. And so he revealed that. He revealed God's deeper mind. See, and that's what it's all about. Whatever a great man does or teaches, common men follow. The masses follow. See, so we have that going. And no, let me do this here. Let's do a little bit like this here. I'm teaching. Yeah. So whatever a great man does, common men follow. We'll do this here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever a great man does, common men follow. And uh, yeah. And so the great man, really, the greatest persons are those used by the transcendental Lord, right? Okay. So sometimes that Lord will use a Moses level type teaching. Moses was also like Jesus in that sense, a prophet used by God, right? Yeah. Same thing, Prabhupada, prophet used by God. Right? Krishna Das Kaviraj, what? Prophet used by Lord Caitanya, right? Okay. But what is the difference? See, there's a difference in the teaching and the revelation, what is revealed. See, so Prabhupada, he's looking at scriptures and the Lord saying, reveal this, reveal this, reveal this, right? Okay? And so I'm reading, and Krishnadas Kaviraj, though, what was he actually revealing? Prabhupada knew this, but what was he actually revealing? Basically, what you're hearing here. See? So we're reaching into the scriptures. All this is here. That's why you can't say that this is speculations. It's all in Prabhupada's books, this level. See? So you have to see how we're building a house. There's a house being built, an apartment building. They're making the structure now, right? It's okay. It's making it strong and all that. It's not very beautiful. Not really. I mean, it's a structure. It's the bare bones. What do you think Vaidhi Bhakti is? It's not actually very beautiful yet. It's hollow still. It's the structure. There's no. You need the furnishings in the house, right? You need the walls built nicely and with the plaster and all that stuff. See, that's this level. See, this is also in the books. So Prabhupada was working in Bhakti-san, Bhaktivinoda, working on building structure, and they also like in the books. It's like an architect's plans. See, that's so the plans are okay. Where you got to build the structures, working on the structures, right? For 100 years. This preaching is fantastic. I got to admit it myself, man. I can't come up with this on my own. No way. This clarifies the whole situation without being offensive, which is a miracle. Giving honor to even Vaidhi Bhakti. Can you imagine? Wow. Hey, man, we got the upgrade, Lord. Thank you very much. See, you see where it all fits. Hey, now we got the plan. See, the plan is Chaitanya Charitamrita. What did Prabhupada say? That's postgraduate, right? Postgraduate teaching. So it's time for postgraduate now. See, and so now we're moving in the furnishings. The wall, everything. We got to put in all the, the furnishing, make it look really beautiful inside. See, what is that? See, that's what's the deeper level of Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya's teachings. The beauty. Now it's like, okay, the structure's all built, man. Let's all move in. The furnishings are here now. Come on, move in. Come in, jump on the bed, relax. Have a nice cool drink, pina colada over there. Go pour yourself a drink. A nice smoothie. Go eat some tofu, and open the fridge. A lot of tofu in there. Tofu turkey. Yeah, some meat eaters coming out, no problem. Go ahead. There's some turkey in there too, probably. Who cares? You're not going to be delivered by eating or not eating or this or that. You're delivered by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. See, It- it's right there in the verse. That's the Lord. That's His desire. That's Him. Just believe the verse. I'm here to just distribute the verse. The verse is anyone or anyone who accepts this mercy gets it. That's the verse. That's the desire of the Lord. Hear it now. Hear it. His desire ain't that you spend your whole lifetimes, many, many lifetimes, doing Vaidhi Bhakti practices and then go through all those steps and then eventually you attain prema, maybe. That ain't his desire. No, now that's his desire. Jesus knew the same thing. Jesus even said, the Lord is very much looking worship in spirit and truth. It's the same thing Lord Chaitanya said. I desire that people worship. Krishna desires that people worship in the holy spirit of devotion, like Radharani and her family members. All of Vrindavan with that deep love I desire. For a long time, I have not given this love to the people in general, and now he started to give it because that was his desire, and I'm only here to announce the good news. That's all. You know? Look, it's already happening. I can speak more and more boldly because people just keep coming here and keep getting these amazing experiences, and they're nothing special. It's just like the verse. Verse says, anyone and anyone, if they just accept the association of Lord Chaitanya and his preaching and his word, they'll go up and up and up and up. Very fast, they will attain self realization. So Lord Chaitanya taught this. Because this same people were in misunderstandings before of his desire, and so he just plainly said, he says, "Oh yeah, self-realization, like from Narayan Raj perspective, right? And all the other recent acharyas, very hard. Oh yeah, very. Oh, you want to be a prema bhakta? Are you kidding, man? Oh, you think you can just become a prema bhakta? You got to rise up to the level of self-realization." Going through all this anartha nivritti, oh, you ain't gonna get through that in this life. You're lucky if you do, man. And then in your next life, you'll be working on some ruchi, and then ashakti, and maybe another life, many lifetimes before prema. So the Lord said, yeah, that's the way it is, Narayan Raj, or anybody else preaching like that. You follow that path. But then he had a big but. The big but is what we teach. But, listen to this. But, you followers out there of Vaidhi, but those who associate and take shelter of Nityananda, very easily attain prema. Oh, very easily. Oh, yeah, very easily. So, which path do you want to follow? Because I got the same order of Nityananda. Nityananda got the order of Lord Chaitanya. Okay, don't just, walk around like the super soul, quiet, don't say anything. Act a little more wild, kind of like we do. What did Prabhupada say? Oh, your wild activities has my approval. Oh, no problem, man. Go for it. Here is a blank check. Put everybody's name on it who wants to come and be with us. 。 You're doing exactly, yeah, yeah, man. I mean, that's why I wrote these books. Start preaching them now. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I was getting ready for this. See, the parampara uses the current acharya as the avatar. See, their avatar, right? It's like that TV show. The higher deities use the people on this planet as their avatar. Even Lucifer uses these guys, Bill Gates and all that, Shiva or whatever you want to call that devilish kind of person there. You know, they use as their avatar. Bill Gates is the avatar for these guys. So who's going to be Lord Chaitanya's avatar? Anybody out there? You want to be Lord Chaitanya's avatar there, Lolita River? You already started. How about you, Tom? You want to be the avatar for Lord Chaitanya? Are you ready to leave Sadhu's? What's it? Sadhu. What's his name? Sadhu something.
Satguru, Satguru.
Satgurus. Satguru. You ready to leave Satguru's saving the soil program? Actually, he's in more than that. He actually said something like, "Oh, well, that's not about saving soil."
Yes, I was thinking of going back to him, but I don't want.
Oh, you're thinking about it still. Huh? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't want it.
Okay, okay. There might be a little more back and forth. There might be some, retracement for a while. It's like the bit I tell you, the crypto is amazing. It's all about Krishna consciousness. It goes through the resistance for a while, and then it retraces a little bit, and then goes back through, and then it starts sailing through, man. With no resistance into the atmosphere. Higher levels of value. See, that's the word. Yeah, yeah. So that basically that's it, man. Ah, okay. What do we got here? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Let's get something to read here. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to read these verses. These are, yeah. Okay, this is chapter 8 of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila. I'm just going to read some things here. This was the Krishnadas Kaviraj. The author receives the orders of Guru and Krishna. See? And isn't that funny? He received the orders of Guru and Krishna. What happened? In 1996, I also received the orders of Guru and Krishna. Isn't that amazing? That's why this chapter is perfect. Perfect. Perfectly applicable. Yeah, perfectly true. It's really good news for the world. I mean, the best news you're going to hear in this whole Kali Yuga, actually. Who would dare to preach it? Only somebody who gets the order of Guru and Krishna. See, he got the order of Guru and Krishna to do what? To write Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is the innermost cherished desire of Lord Chaitanya. That's no small order. In it is revealed everything we're preaching here now. How fast you can get this, how easily. And the Lord is proving his own words to be true that I'm just speaking, right? Am I not speaking his words? Am I not showing you that his words, abandon all varieties of religion, are those my words or his words? It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Oh boy, crazy stuff. Okay, you got to be a madman to do this kind of preaching, I think. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Anyway, chapter. Uh, so I offer my respect. Okay, I'm just gonna skip around a little bit. So, remembering the lotus feet of the Panchatattva, a dumb man can become a poet. A lame man can cross mountains, and a blind man can see the stars in the sky. See, remembering the feet of the Panchatattva. Remember in Bhagavad Gita, it says, if you cannot worship the Lord with love, then follow the rules and regulations to attain a desire to attain Krishna. Didn't say attain Krishna, desire to attain Krishna. See? So if you get the glories of the Panchatattva is that you get this love very easily. That usually people have to follow the rules and regulations for many lifetimes, like Narayan Maharaj preached. Everybody should know that. I should speak his name a lot now. He's very good for our preaching. Not no offense. He was a very inspired person. He helped many devotees. But everybody has their gift. Everybody has their gift. And those who have this gift here, the real, the deep, deep, deep mercy of Lord Caitanya can do this and can actually do the deliverance. I didn't see the symptoms of people beginning. We can see in our preaching they're not. Why don't they like what I posting? Why do they not like these things? Because they don't understand them. They need more purification, and we're giving it to them. That's why we're all so excited. You notice River is really excited. Lalita, because you're preaching. See, so anybody else, you're preaching. You start doing that. You're going to get more energy, more life, and more realizations. So don't shy away from this. You're going to be like them because they're entering into the preaching. More energy, more life, more realizations come. Krishna's very pleased when you're preaching his movie. Now you're working for the company. You're not just sitting there studying in the classroom only. Now you're active. And you feel the energy of that, the realization. Look at her. Alita was kind of dancing around, man. That's her going out there, defending her guru, talking about Harikatha, interacting with the devotees. Woo, get you dancing, man. Your River, so inspired. Oh, I think I'm going to get over this one. I think I'm going to be steady soon. And no more other side. I heard her. She said, I think I'm almost there. I think she is, too. That'll convince Karuna. He's looking at her. He's saying, well, I'm going to see proof in the pudding. I want to see her steady. And she'll get there. She knows what she's doing. She's a good girl. Where's her red lipstick? Isn't this great? I love these. This chapter is so fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, remembering the lotus feet of the Panchatattva, a dumb man can become a poet, and a lame man can cross mountains. And so that's what you see here. This is our proof that we are not rubber stamped. Okay? We're not rubber stamped preachers. We're not sahajas. We're not this or that. Because people come here, they start getting that mercy of the Panchatattva, and they live an empowered life here. In demonstration, this is unknown to Vaishnavism, to live an empowered life. That's why they have a little hard time getting it, but they will get it. Why not? We're all connected. So it's a family affair. Gradually they'll see this is where it's all going. Living in a transcendentally empowered life on this planet, even while we're here. Okay? And anybody can come in very easily into this kingdom of Lord Caitanya. You can be a dumb person. Remember, don't I preach that? You could be a retard. You could be dumb. You could be a housewife. You could be a lousy guitar player. You could be hooked on a machine. You don't have to be anything special. You could be an ordinary girl like Maria. Food service worker like, like Amy. And just by getting this mercy, then you get this. You can remember the panchatattva with loving ecstasy. Oh boy, there you go. That's it, man. That's the zone, right? That's the goal zone. You come here, you attain the goal very easily without a lot of trouble. This is what the devotees can't believe, the ISKCONs can't believe, the Narayan Raj can't believe. Well, hey, man, we're already doing it, man. You just got to get up to speed. We'll get you up to speed. It's our part of our thing, you know. We're service to Prabhupada and Narayan Raj. He'd be very happy that we're doing this. I'm about ready. Probably, maybe I'll have a dream. Narayan Raj will come and say, "Oh, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. Yes, do more of that." I want to. If he doesn't say, then well, maybe he's still just a non-believer in this. See? Anyway, you got to believe in the mercy of Lord Caitanya, man. Why? Because it's true. I believe in it because I see it right before my eyes. That's why, you're not very serious out there if you don't come here regularly to see if it's true or not. You know what I mean? What is this? If you come here regularly, you'll see if it's true or not. What? You don't want Krishna? You don't want to take a chance? What, are you afraid of being offensive? See, that this thing of being offensive is what they do in the world to stop you from thinking. Oh, don't offend those people, so we got to censor you. Isn't that what they do in religion? Isn't you see why Krishna says abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me? Well, we teach how to surrender to Krishna. Start by thinking: are you in the right place? Is your guru self-realized? Are they going according to the book? That's offensive to question that. No, it ain't. That's intelligent. This is an intelligent philosophy. Didn't Prabhupada teach that? It's for intelligent people, not for sectarians, not for blind believers. Is your guru self realized? Is he going to get you to Vrindavan or what? Does he have the symptoms of a resident Vrindavan? Does he laugh? Does he cry? Does he choke up? And because of his true, genuine intimacy with the Lord, doesn't he have brilliant realization and revelation? More so than people who are just scholars, even though that person may not be lettered? Is he like a carpenter like Jesus? You got to be like that, man. You got to have a Nicodemus come up to you who is actually sincere in his heart and really was one of those many. There were so many Pharisees all polluted, just like now. There's so many people polluted. So many Brahmins and gurus polluted. The Pharisees were like that, but there was one sincere person. Any of you out there? And what did the Pharisee, did he say anything different when you heard from him? He said, I couldn't believe it, man. The person never was a scholar or anything, but God was speaking through him. I could tell. No one spoke like this person. We don't understand. We don't care because we're blinded by name and fame and self importance and money and profit, just like these sannyasis and gurus, most of them. If there's any sincere ones out there, they'll have to prove it, man. We're the test, aren't we? Otherwise, stay out there longer and we'll get the housewives and everything, get the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. They'll have the glories of the Panchatattva. They'll chant remember the Panchatattva with loving ecstasy and be empowered to preach the real Sankirtan movement of Prema Bhakti in 2022. The revival of that realization and revelation and truth and desire, true, cherished, heartfelt desire of Lord Caitanya, that everybody get this prema just by accepting the gift. It's being given again. Oh, I don't believe. Too bad for you. Go out there in the Vidi bottle. Go do your austerities for so many lifetimes. See where that'll get you. And we'll go into the kingdom. We'll just keep bringing anybody that will receive the good news. You know? And you can fight it, and we'll get you too. Don't worry. My Lord doesn't want to leave anybody behind. We'll just show you so many people that have love of God, you will not be able to deny it. So many empowered persons preaching things that you can't even dream about. So you might as well surrender now. You're already a loser. So stop being a loser. You've already lost. My Lord always gets his way. He wants this whole universe. Hey, it's Vasudev Dutt's desire, isn't it? Didn't you hear that? Oh, you don't believe that the Lord took that seriously? That we're just all I'm doing. I'm just servant of the servant, Vasudev Dutt's desire. I'm just here to serve his desire, to deliver the whole universe, to do my part in that. Whatever I can do to fulfill the desire, like the Lord Caitanya, he's just fulfilling his devotees' desire to deliver the whole universe. Even my Lord's a servant of his servants. And I'm going to also be a servant of the servant. If he's a servant of the servant, why shouldn't I work for that? Done deal, man. Lord Chaitanya says, "Wow, Krishna, this is just a little mustard seed in a pot. Oh, delivering this universe is easy for the Lord. That's why it's so easy here. And then I just show up and Lord Chaitanya shows up, man. I love that kind of preaching, man. I just showed up and Lord Chaitanya showed up. Even Maria keeps saying, God, if you didn't show up, the Lord would, because she sees these things, she's a medium, sees all these things. She said, Lord Chaitanya never appeared before you showed up. I like this kind of pre. Oh, Lord, anybody else want to do that? You want to be a guru like that, where you just show up and if a sincere person comes, and then the Lord just shows up and gives himself in their relationship. I would stab anybody who messes with my Lord Chaitanya. Where do you see that kind of thing in a person, a beginner? How many of you Narayan Raj? So here we go. How many of you Narayan Raj devotees are like that? Ooh, ooh, they mention his name. Ooh, he mentioned my guru. Oh, well, I think it's a good example. Isn't that a good? Don't, no, we don't want to, don't. That's offensive to get me to think, to question. No, we don't question. Fire me. I don't want to be offensive. Don't shut up, brain. Keep quiet, man. In religion, no, no, no. I will not abandon religion. I will not abandon religion and start thinking for myself. You see how they use that offensive thing. Don't be offended. Oh, you're so offensive, and they're talking about you're an offender. And here they see even now the title. I mean, okay, title says Srila Gaur Hari Das, right? I mean, even a person that might think, well, maybe he is it could be. I don't even want to check it out. I'll just blah, 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 blah. Now, is that intelligent? They're supposed to be brilliant persons with a brilliant gurus and so smart, and they rush right in where angels fear to tread. Not even to check. Let me check out for 30 days or a week, even. Let me watch a few videos. No, immediately, no, blah, 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 blah. And you're offensive, you mother. Right there, you practically words like that. You see that one guy? Ooh, angry, raging. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. And Gohari says, "Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you." I'm amazed myself. Why don't I get all irked, about this? I feel like energized, like Krishna's pleased. They're like flowers being offered. I feel like Haridas being whipped in 21 marketplaces and twinkling. Now, how would you like to preach like that? How would you like poison just to be like flowers? I like, isn't that nice preaching? I mean, Lolita and I think River is becoming like that too, right? This, the more they throw at you, the more you just, you give love back, tolerance. I mean, I can't believe I couldn't do this on mine. I think the Lord's got his back on mine. He's watched my back because how can anybody take stuff like that? How can you take on all these sanghas like with one arm tied behind your back? No problem. Yeah, yeah, God's got to be with you, man. See, you have to have an empowered life. That's how it was for Arjuna. When he accepted Krishna as his spiritual master, and those words were his life, he said he just got on his chariot, man. He said, Arjuna, he said, Krishna, drive the chariot now. And he fought, man. And it was like his arrows were like music, one after another. Total bliss fighting, man. Because he was in truth. Isn't that what it is? He realized, oh, never has there been, he was just thinking of the verses of the truth, man. Never has there been a time, you see, before he was in the illusion, oh, death, oh, they were going to kill him. And then he had Krishna's word, the truth, the absolute truth. That's why this preaching is effective. I believe in these words. Never has there been a time when I, nor you, nor all these kings. Oh, so this is your desire that we get rid of these demons? Let's just get. I'll follow your desire, man. Boom, 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 boom. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Been waiting for a guy like you. Empowered by the truth, man. Wasn't Jesus empowered by the truth? Why do we follow them? Why do we want? Prabhupada had great faith in the words of his guru. He never had a problem when his guru disappeared. He said, "My guru is always with me, no problem." As soon as Prabhupada disappeared, everything fell apart. Well, let's go to Sri Maharaj and find out what is it, because we don't know what to do. Okay? And these are your gurus. Weak. Weak. Come on, man. That's why you guys are still doing rules and regulations. You can't have faith in a guru like Prabhupada, special one. You're weak. Prabhupada wasn't weak. That's why they made him an acharya. What do you need more than faith in a real guru and their words? Why go to somebody that Prabhupada said the God brothers are actually, none of them are qualified to be an acharya? You just, you know, uh, most of them are envious. Maybe one is not envious of me. Okay? What is he saying? If you understand that, but see, it's not easy to understand that. So we're here to help. That's why you guys won't be like that. People won't come, God brothers won't come and give you a bunch of shuck and jive. Oh, we're equal to Prabhupada. You see, I seen when, after Prabhupada left, the big pictures of all those persons sitting right next to Prabhupada to show that we're equal. Just because Prabhupada sat next to them to show they were equal. See? And therefore it puts in your mind, see the programming, oh, they're equal to Prabhupada. Let's go with their preaching. See? That's why they're not an acharya. They can't do this. None of them can do what we're doing here. Not even one. See? Not even one. Because you do what is not to be done. Prabhupada wasn't like that. Krishna can't use somebody like you, double-minded, man, double preaching, different standards. Why did they put those big pictures up with them right next to Prabhupada in the Gaudiya Mas and all that stuff to show that they were equal to Prabhupada? Because they're just like the gurus do. Anybody that doesn't have the power, they usurp. They need that energy. See? But you get it in the wrong way, and you promote a false disciplic line, duplicitous one, a contaminated one, and I'm here to just clean it all up. Very simple. So whatever has been done has been done. So you ready to start fresh, everybody, anybody out there? Because if you do, you're going to be get the mercy of the Panchatattva, and you'll live an empowered life. You'll feel that transcendental potency move through your veins and do extraordinary things in the world like we're already doing. I'm here to make acharyas. I'm not here to just make you peons. Where you at the end of your life, my Gurudev, after 10,000 years, he'll be the only acharya. No, you people coming here, you'll be acharyas, because that is the desire of the Lord. The glories of the Panchatattva, you'll be empowered like acharyas are empowered. Already we have some coming up to those ranks. Yeah, I mean that's the desire. Lord Caitanya wants everybody to become acharyas. This is the message. I'm gonna read it to you now. It's all coming up, man. Yeah. You come here, you'll develop faith in these true words, and these words will give you spiritual power to do something in this world. The reason why people are weak in the world, they listen to Maya's word, all the way up into religion, all the way up into the religious leaders. Prabhupada didn't believe in his God brother's words, did he? He said actually most of them are neophytes. So did he believe in those words? And after he leaves, Narayan Raj even preached, oh, these are equal to Prabhupada. That's why you see the disciples, they can't even understand the writings or the videos or even you guys. That shows you this is the real line. And I'm sorry, man. Too bad. You either get with this line or you go the long path, like he said, many lifetimes. That was his realization. See, that's the contamination in the line. The contamination is that the Lord ain't attained. You have to attain him by doing hard austerities, renunciations, everything. But didn't I quote a verse? Isn't the verse trumps his preaching? And anybody else preaching like that? All that contamination in our line? It's a contamination. The verse is the true one. It is not by austerity that he was preaching or anybody else preaching that. It's not by renunciating, not by fasting, not by your ekadasi, which is part of your fasting, not by renunciation, austerities, rules and regulations, mantra yoga, that you attain Krishna Vrindavan. It's through the devotees who chant the holy name with great, great ecstatic devotion. Oh. And they're preaching the opposite. No wonder they don't have love of God. No wonder you do. Well, this must be real ecstatic devotion, because you're all getting the same thing and saying very good. We must be following the real path. No, 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 you're being so offensive. No, 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 we don't want to think. We don't want to think Narayan Raj is the only guy. No, 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 don't make us think. That is offensive to think. I want to be programmed. Well, go out there and be programmed if you want. And we'll distribute the real path here. The real path is the real revelation of the Lord. The real desire of the Lord is go through the devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, and then you'll attain. With those people going the other path that don't attain, they don't attain it by renunciation, right? They don't attain it by pious deeds. You don't attain it by mantra yoga. They don't attain it by regulative devotional service. The verse says that. But they do by those who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. So ask the question. No, 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 I don't want to ask anyone. No, well, I'm going to force you to ask the question. Or anybody has a brain out there. Is that ecstatic devotion here? No, I don't believe in it. Well, these people are witnessing. Lalita seems to like it. Go look at her class, man. You never see anybody happy like that. You show me one person in the Narayan group that is as happy as her singing a song. I'll just see these grave persons, doing their bhajan, in a grave tone, not like this. You should follow the path, everybody, of the one that makes you most happy doing spiritual sadhana. Our sadhana is to have fun with Krishna, play with Krishna. This is playing with Krishna. Play with the verses. See, like toys. They're like little toys. I just do this in front of everybody. I'm just playing with the verses, man. Doing a little comedy show. Yeah. Hey, isn't it about the truth, or is it about etiquettes? Is it about don't even think? Otherwise, that's offensive to think. Is this the real path, or is this the real path? Don't think about that. No, 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 no. See, Krishna uses people's gifts. Like I from the beginning chanted in ecstasy. And so they said I could use a guy like you. Just like he said to Madhavinda Puri, right? He could chant in ecstasy. I could use a guy like you to deliver the world. So somebody got to use your gifts. Like Maria, he can use a girl like her. Medium, useful. To give us messages. Give me some good messages. About you better chant Lord Chaitanya's name, and she's right, totally. More, she's right, because that's going to deliver people. Yeah. She said, I feel so angry that you're not doing it. That's the Lord feeling angry. Actually, it's Lord Chaitanya chastising me. Who I got, some of these disciples I get are formidable. If Lord Chaitanya's behind them, man, I got to watch out, man. I learned stuff. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Isn't that a great verse? I got to read it again. It's so nice. By remembering the lotus feet of the Panchatattva, a dumb man becomes a poet. A lame man can cross over mountains, and a blind man can see the stars in the sky. The education cultivated by so-called learned scholars who do not believe in these statements of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is like a tumultuous croaking like frogs. See, even back then they had the same problem. Oops, where is that? Oh yeah. See, they had the same problem back then. People didn't believe in the glories of the Panchatattva. They didn't believe you can get love of God by hearing from devotees faithfully preaching these glories of the Panchatattva. By getting the mercy of this prema that the Lord was distributing. They didn't believe it. They believed like the Narayan Raj group, right? They believed like the ISKCON group, right? That you have to work for it, that you have to chant 1 lakh or 16 rounds and follow the program perfectly. And then you'll get the mercy by and by, and whatever they're imagining, many lifetimes, or when you die and the pearly gates open, then you're going to walk through them. See? But they won't believe in the glories of the Panchatattva. What, they're not plain enough right before your eyes right here? What, you can't see? No, I don't see what you're saying. See, that's the problem. You don't see. What are you seeing what I'm saying? I'm seeing that you're an offensive person against, I don't see. Oh, I see. You're definitely not seeing what I'm saying. You're seeing something else, and that's the problem. That's called speculation. Trinavarta is in there. Stop! Halt! Whirlwind! Be still! and know that the words we preach are the Lord's words. Yeah. See, they don't believe. They back then they didn't believe also, and they don't believe now. So, but that's where our prayer. Thank you, Krishna Das Kaviraj, for writing this book, man. You gave me a lot of material, man, a lot of content, and to accomplish my Lord's work. We got to get this contamination out of thinking you can attain God. That's now a contaminate. It's a resistance. Okay, was fine. The acharyas started everything like that. Okay, now that's resistance. It's not your support. The support now is abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to Krishna. Krishna is his word. You're not going to get any closer to Krishna than his word. And the word we preach, I prove it, man, that this is Krishna's word. This is his desire that you get prema now. Yeah, of course, a little purification first. You got a little clothing on, too much prema, you go insane, but a little bit in increments, beautiful, man, beautiful bath. See? Gradually exercising, exhorting the demons out of you, and all that demoniac shit. And by very quickly, prema, devotion, pure, luscious, delicious, sweet, ecstatic, wonderful. Boy, these verses are full of power, man, full of life. Isn't that amazing, Lolita? See, she can appreciate it because she's like Arjuna, right there on the bow. She has faith in Krishna's words. Am I Krishna? Well, all I'm doing is delivering Krishna's word. I get great happiness. I with great pride. I love to deliver Krishna's word as it is, like Prabhupada did. He had great pride in just preaching Bhagavad Gita as it is. There's great happiness in doing that. You don't have to change anything. Yeah. The glories of the Panchatattva come here. You'll be like us. You'll be empowered, man. You'll be able to leap over great mountains. That's many of these gurus. They're mountains, man. Mountains of speculations. You'll be able to leap over great mountains of obstacles, trinavartas of speculations, religion, religious leaders, motivated religiosity, and motivated poopy popes, sly sannyasis, all that stuff. You'll be able to see, be able to leap over those mountains of obstacles. The Putana, the false representative Vrindavan, they don't have any Vrindavan ecstasy and they claim to be your gurus. You'll leap over that mountain, man, so easily. You'll be superwoman, superman. Huge mountain those are. Even Superman couldn't leap over that mountain. You can go over a tall building, but what is that? The tallest building is Putana, man. So you got to leap over that one. That we can do here. Even a dumb man, which is everybody that thinks, that doesn't, even a dumb person can understand, become a great scholar. See, because you realize, oh, loving Krishna, let me get the mercy. Let me go to the real devotees who have this ecstatic love of Vrindavan. They're actually resident Vrindavan because now they're pointing out what is a resident Vrindavan. They're teaching me the real path, not speculation. Oh, wow, man. And now this love awakens and you become, wow, just easily become a great scholar. You listen to your guru's words, you read their writings, you read the writings of Krishnadas Kaviraj, and boom, boom, boom. Students here, amazing. And the Acharya Devs are in the back of the class, in the back of the line, and you're in the front of the class. Isn't that amazing? Move you right to the front just because you hear what they won't hear. They're in the back of the class. They come later. We'll pick up Acharya Dave later, you know. Let him play the piano for a while, a little bit more, and get more versed in that. We'll get the drum player in first, Radhe. Let's get her in first to the kingdom. The drummer. Oh, she also plays. And we'll get her in also, you know, and we'll get him later. And Radhanath and Jaipatakas. But just so you know, anybody comes in, you guys can come in also. You know, you want to come in? You want to know what real bhakti is? You want to become a great scholar, you know, by Bhagavad Gita 10:10 verse? You know, we are here just to deliver the ecstasy of worshiping Krishna. You know, the love, that devotion, so that when you chant the taste, that's called Bhakti Lata Bij. Hasn't your gurus ever talked to you about Bhakti Lata Bij? No, we don't know about that. Yeah. Even that Nityananda who left because I didn't follow the fastings. See, I didn't follow the he left. God realized souls have not followed Ekadasi. I guess St. Francis didn't go back to Godhead because he didn't follow. He actually ate beef and pigs and all these things, and he went back to Godhead. How about all these people that got love of Godhead and back in the day when Lord Caitanya and Srinivas was here? They didn't follow that either. They're just ordinary persons. But he's thinking, oh, what great sannyasi. See, they're the ones who have love of Godhead. All the so many pure devotees, acharyas who've realized God, even right now, so many have realized, and they all follow Ekadasi. How foolish. How dumb. And I put the verse out. The Lord was distributing this love of God, making self-realized souls of common people. What kind of codices did they follow? You can go to Mayapur now. People, they also, many of them worship Lord Caitanya in ecstasy. And they're eating fish and all kinds of stuff. They got a big fish market there in Navadweep. What is this big deal about what you eat? What they're all eating fish in Navadweep where Lord Chaitanya was born. I'm not saying they're all like that, realize, but there are people out there that love Gauranga. That's why they're born there. If it was about what you eat. How about the truth, man? The truth will set you free, right? What is the truth? The truth is you meet a person who has ecstatic devotion, just like the verses say, and they preach those verses to you, and you get ecstatic love because your heart is inspired to believe them because you're devotees coming here for this preaching. You just hear for the truth, right? There's people come in. I was just here. I just came into this world just to hear the truth. And when I heard that Jesus was the way, the life, and the truth, boom, I was there. When I got Prabhupada's book, boom, I was there. I came in for the truth. There are many people. Fanny came in to hear the truth. Lalita came in to hear the truth. River came in to hear the truth. Everybody here came in to hear the truth. Don't give me these rules and regulations. There's more power in this preaching, in this word, than a million rules and regulations and fastings and ecodices. It's always been that way and always will be this way. That those who are deliverers in this world, empowered to deliver people, deliver the devotees, they are remembered. Why not? You just remember them. They're part of the Panchatattva, right? You become, if you have faith in the real devotees of the Lord, especially if you get a living one. That's why it's so hard. These people don't really have faith. You know why? How you know? They don't have faith in the word preached. That's exactly like those books. See, that's why we're here to give them that faith, to prove to them that this is true. See, that's what we're here to do. You are the first fruits, because those who have faith in their heart in this preaching, which you can check in the book, that's the glory of it. You get right into the kingdom. The Lord says, doesn't wait for you to be perfect. He just gives you prema with the symptoms and everything. And then you get the same realizations of St. Paul. You know what his realizations were? Why do I still have this weakness? Why do I do this? And the Lord says, well, my perfection is my strength is perfected in your weakness. See, then you don't glory in yourself. See, so River can't say, well, look at me, I'm so great. So the Lord cuts that down. He said, no, I'm doing this. You know? So you don't forget these things. None of us. Okay. Where are we? Says here, escape. Oh yeah, there we go. So the education cultivated by so-called learned scholars who do not believe in these statements of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is like a tumultuous croaking of a frog. And you see how they don't believe in it. They don't believe that you can be empowered. You got to go through these big, long processes. You got to go to Anartha Navriti, all these bhajans for years and lifetimes, and then you're going to get the glories of the Panchatattva. You just can't get this by believing in the glories of the Panchatattva. You can get this by believing in those who are preaching the glories of the Panchatattva, starting with the book and actually a living voice behind that book. You don't believe that. That's why I told, hey man, look at this devotee in Mayapur, one of my disciples. He's got prema. Isn't that amazing? I don't believe in Narayan Maharaj Guru. I don't believe in. No way. My guru said no way. See? You're like that, the croaking of tumultuous frogs, because you don't believe in the glories of the Panchatattva. But my disciple did, and he gets the prema. And that guy was a guru in the Narayan Maharaj group. I'm after you, Narayan Maharaj. You're lucky I am, too. You're really for it. I don't have to be after. I could just ignore you this whole life and let you die in your ignorance. Die in your lack of being able to think straight. But I'm not. This is giving my disciples and friends energy. So we're going to continue this program of preaching. We're getting energy from destroying your ignorance. We believe in the glories of Panchatattva, our living empowered lives. We are living examples of the glories of the Panchatattva, of being empowered by the transcendental potency of the Lord. And we're going to show you that example. We're going to point out your ignorance for your benefit so that you can also be empowered. But we got to break that ignorance that you cannot be empowered, that you have to follow this big, long path of getting anartha and vritti on your own strength and destroying your own anarthas by your offensive chanting, your dry lax or dry 16 rounds. We're going to destroy that ignorance. And that all you need to do is come through the devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion that you can see with your own eyes. And we don't care about outsiders seeing what we're doing. We just do it right in front of your face, ecstatic chanting and laughing and crying. Have a great time, a great devotional party, a real one that you could see the devotion. Not a crying school without the crying. No. Not a purebhakti.com without any pure bhakti coming. We're pure. You're purebhakti.com and we're purebhakti.com. See, come is a great word. Don't you have a dirty mind yet? No. See? You see how all these words relate. It's got to be a come job, man. Coming for Krishna. Krishna coming. Isn't that amazing? Why is he? Is Krishna nasty, Lalita? Kind of nasty.
Not at all.
Not at all? It says not nasty? Krishna coming to you? Coming, Krishna coming. Oh, ooh.
It's a transcendental coming.
See, there's no fault in that kind of coming, man. You can do that in front of people. You can come, Krishna. You can come with Krishna, man, and that's what you do, man. You know how I hate to say this, but this is kind of how it is. You know, in sex, sex, yeah, ooh, nasty, right? There's a great emphasis. People love to come together. You know, oh, let's come at the same time. You think that's just a reflection of the transcendental truth. That's what the devotee. It's the devotee and the Lord. They come together, you know, in ecstasy, and it's pure. You can do that in front of everybody. Come together, Krishna. Oh, it's beautiful. It's pure, purifying to even see it. Even though people, hey, I hate this. That's too intimate. Don't show that pure devotional service to anybody. People will get envious. Oh, good. You should be envious of something that you don't have that's really great, right? Yeah, so we're here to show, make, yeah, envy, Brent, throw that into the pot. Throw that into the fire here. Hey, man, we're here just to fire. We're here to fire you up, man. Yeah, envy, no problem, man. Hiss away, no problem, man. Oops. What is this? Okay. So one who does not accept the glories of Panchachatva, but still makes a show of devotional service to Krishna, can never achieve the mercy of Krishna or advance to the ultimate goal. And that's why. See, that's exactly why things are the way they are. See, that's why they have these long paths they're teaching. See, they don't believe in the glories of the Panchatattva. They don't believe in the preaching of the devotees who actually have devotion. See, so you can do these austerities, and you will see that's you will never by following that path. You'll never attain. It's like almost never. So many lifetimes. Who knows? In Kali Yuga, especially, you get deviated very easily. Look at all these snakes coming out now in the world. Even in our sangha, I had to do radical things to try to get you from believing in these rogues and thieves coming out of the woodwork, called your authorities in the world. You know, they've been let loose on the planet now. All the demons and all that is let loose. So we got to be a little practical. Also, you got to understand, we don't want people in here to be tricked and to leave prematurely. We want you to be here to preach, not be one of those taken out by the mass genocide that's going on here, right? Yeah. So let's see where we at here. Oh, escape. Ah. See? So the one who does not accept the glories of the Panchatattva but still makes a show of devotional service to Lord Krishna. See, this show is significant too. See, they're making a show. You know, they prance around the stage with the big ceremonies and the fire sacrifice. Big show, isn't it? Lots of pomp, big deities, big temples. Makes a big show. But they can't talk, but they can't advance to the ultimate goal of life. See, the ultimate goal of life is what? Chapter 23 of Madhya Lila. Life's ultimate goal of life is love of Godhead. Well, that's right here now. See? And everybody else is making a big show but us. But actually, we're making the bigger show, right? This is the bigger show. This is the biggest show on earth. See, because we're showing the biggest thing. You can't get a bigger thing than life's ultimate goal, right? You can't get a bigger show than that. So they're just making a show, and not a very good one, of devotional service. We're making a big show of big devotional service, right? Bigger show than that. more powerful show, more ecstatic show, more energetic show, more realized show, best show. That's how Lord Chaitanya's movement is really preached here. So don't just go to a show. I mean, it's like going to a, you know, it's like going and watching television when you can go to a high class movie, you know, with Dolby sound system and 3D. You know, that's our kind of show, man. We got all the fancy works, man. The nice theater, man, with the great seats that recline. You know, we just take in the best movie, Dolby and big wide screen, man, right there. Takes up the whole thing, you know. Oh yeah, this is the truth, man. Boy, what a big truth, man. Every day the screen expands. More truth, more vision, man. The vision gets more expanded, not contracted. You look at the small shows and you get small vision because you're listening to small fries. You come here, you get the big vision, man. See, Dolby, the sound gets reverberates deeper and is more expanded. Now, why to go to a small show when you can go to a big show, huh? That makes sense. Isn't that more logical? All right. See, advance. Never achieve. One who does not accept the glories of the Panchatattva. So, those glories, again, I cannot emphasize this enough. If you don't accept the glories of the Panchatattva, what are they? Let me repeat. The glories of the Panchatattva is that you can get this ecstatic love through the devotees who have this ecstatic love. Okay? That's the glory that is preached in the preaching of the Panchatattva and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay? You can get this love very easily through those kinds of devotees who are preaching the confidential message of the Panchatattva. If you don't believe in this glories, you will chant and you will do these things for your whole life. And you can see already people for 40, 50 years, they're still materialistic Vaishnavas, still prancing around the stage, making a big show and pomp of devotional service, and can't understand these glories that we're preaching. They still following that long path. You cannot advance to the ultimate goal. You have to eventually, in some lifetime, go through the door because all that's going to get you is desire to attain Krishna. And then by the mercy of Krishna, seeing you got a little bit of sincerity in your heart, or a lot, he'll give you guru. That's the narrow gate. That's the door you got to go through. And then you will listen to them like Arjuna did, like Maharaj Parikshit did, like the wives of the Brahmins did, like Baliraj did, and you'll get in. You can do it now if you can understand this preaching. It's all come leading up to this. Didn't Jesus say that? All your fastings. And I say, all your fastings, all your Ekadasis, all your rules and regulations. Jesus said it. Lord Caitanya said that. Everything is to meet the deliverer, to meet Nityananda. Oh, very easily you can attain love of God. Meet Nityananda or his representative, his real one, preaching what he preached. Not looking, did you follow the rules or not? Oh, you're here? You're coming here? Oh, here's love of God. Oh, you believe in this? Oh, there you go. That's the glories of the Panchatattva, my friends. Please, I beg you. I demand you. I beg you. I demand you. Please, oh, you intelligent scholars, Believe in the glories of the Panchatattva and be happy forever. Like us. Can you tell that we like what we do? You notice we show up here every day. Where do you see such a show of devotional service every day like this? Multiple times a day. We actually have the 24-hour kirtan. When I go to sleep, somebody's preaching. I get up and boy, I got like 3 or 4 classes already to watch. Janaki's never runs out. She's always like round the clock watching the classes. Every one of them she watches. A lot of Amy too. I think all of us, round the clock. We're just family affair, man. Just like a ball rolling, picking up moss. Any moss out there? You mossy, mushy devotees, you just kind of collect on this ball here. We're just rolling down the road. Catch it while, get under the ball here. It's rolling down. We're snowballing now. Yeah. Yeah. So, formerly kings like Jarasandha, the father in law of Kamsa, strictly followed the Vedic rituals, thus worshipping Lord Vishnu. One who does not accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is certainly a demon. Now, isn't that interesting he's using this here? See, Jarasandha strictly followed the rules and regulations. I think a lot of Vaishnavas may do that, or at least some, right? Strictly following. But he didn't accept Krishna. And these strict followers of Varnashram Dharma, by the way, we may have a discussion going by follower of Varnashram Dharma. Yeah. See, strictly followed Varnashram Dharma and was charismatic too. Saintly king, gave charity to Brahmins, never lied. He didn't accept Krishna. So what does that mean? Nobody knows practically. Why? Because they're still superficial. You have to hear from an empowered devotee. What does it mean to not accept Krishna? Wasn't he accepting Krishna? Just like I'll get the same argument now. These devotees say, "What are you talking about, Gohar? We're accepting Krishna." No, well, he's also saying, I'm accepting God, but I don't accept Krishna. What does it mean to accept Krishna? Well, who is Krishna? Is he Lord Vishnu? Yes and no. Yes, in the sense he's God, but he's God teaching a certain level. And no, he's not a Krishna Vrindavan. And this is where the Vaishnavas in ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and Gaudiya Math are right now. They accept, even though they say we accept Krishna because we know about Krishna, but you don't know Krishna. You accept him as Vishnu. Oh no, we're Raghunuga Bhaktas. But what is your preaching? What are mainly you act like Vaidhi Bhaktas. You believe Ekadasis and fastings are going to deliver you. That's a Vaidhi Bhakta. You believe you're ritualistic, you're strict following, you're worshiping the deity strictly. Your 1 lakh is going to deliver you. Your dry lakhs are going to deliver you. See, so you're actually worshiping Vishnu like Jarasandha by deed. See, you don't accept Krishna. See? And so who is Krishna? Well, Krishna was from Vrindavan, right? That's the Krishna. He came from Vrindavan to where? To the abodes of these Vaidhi Bhaktas. Isn't that amazing? He comes, Mr. Ecstatic Krishna. Comes like an ecstatic guru empowered by Krishna. Same thing, man. Same mercy. See, he comes ecstatic Krishna powered up in his ecstatic worship, just like Gaur Haridas powered up for so many years. Right? Listen if you have any ears out there. Like Madhavinda Puri powered up. Like all ecstatic devotees, power up, man. So after Krishna powered up there and is worshiping with the residents and their ecstatic happiness, killed a few demons, like Gaur Das had to kill a few demons, right? Inside. Like Jesus had to kill a few demons inside, right? Isn't that the way it works? Krishna comes to Mathura, and Jarasandha, who is a worshiper of strict rules and regulations, just like these sannyasis in ISKCON and all that, strict followers, some of them, strict followers of rule, Narayan Raj devotees, strict follow the rules and regulations. And Krishna comes, and Gohari comes ecstatically, walking with, just natural attire. Krishna didn't even like to wear shoes in Mathura. He liked to go barefoot. Who is this? Who is this Jarasandha? Who is this upstart here? He is a bad person. Okay, and he strictly worshipped the Lord, just like Gohari. Who is he? Bad person. He's a blah 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 blah. Was Jarasandha blah 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 blah. See, so Krishna is this ecstasy, this ecstatic worship. Okay, he came in that ecstatic mood, and what did he do? He goes to Mathura, and how did he preach? Oh, this lady humpback, she's all bent over from what? All that Kamsa, Maya just beating the shit out of her, that back like this, right? Yeah, bent over. Kind of like River, all bent over because of the, all that pressure of Maya on her and everybody else here. And Lalita and her goody two shoes pressures, burning out her. They come, yeah. What happens? Krishna says, hey, can I give you a gift? Oh, yeah, yeah. And can you do this little service? Yeah. Boom, straight right up. He straightened out everything. See, it was ignorance causing her to be bent up. And the same thing, he would go to different people, say, "Oh, can you do this? Give me some flowers." And, oh yeah, I would like to do it. Boom, they got love of Krishna, love of God. Oh, because he came to bless the devotees with that. And washer comes to the washerman. Oh, can you give me wash my clothes? I will not touch you. I'm a servant of Kamsa. Kamsa was one of these hypocritically devout persons, like many of these gurus. How can I follow the etiquettes and preach the real Bhagavatam? Tell me that. You don't think some of these gurus are like the poopy popes? Pedophiles? Haven't there been pedophile gurus out there in ISKCON? Yes or no? The Pope is part of the Illuminati and the is known, well known, part of the pedophile group, doing all these dastardly things, and people believe that he's going to get them to Christ. Baloney, man. Many of your gurus, they still worshiping these people. They still give them honor. What is that saying? There's snakes in that group, man, and we're here to get those rattles, to cut their rattles off, man, with the truth. See, that washerman was polluted. He believed in the hypocritically devout Kamsa, who was on the external was looking religious, but inside he was full of dead bones, like Jesus called them. Desiring a lot of material things, but that they'll get you to Vrindavan. Bullshit. How long are you going to believe that bullshit? Only the devotees who have the ecstatic worship of the Lord will get you into Vrindavan. And that is the truth. This is Bhakti Siddhanta type preaching. He called a spade a spade. He didn't compromise. Even Brahmins wanted to kill him. Even Prabhupada's godbrothers wanted to kill him sometimes. He even said, it's all public record. You can read it. Post a guard at the door. If they get a chance, they're going to kill me. These are my godbrothers. These are the guys you want to worship, you idiots. Wake up. This mundane, materialistic, devotional service. And you think you're going back to you. If you want things quick, you got to listen to the ecstatic devotees. You got to listen to Prabhupada and believe what he said. These people, how dare you? This is like the Narayan Raj group. How dare you go Hari preach like they did the same thing to Prabhupada? How dare you take the name Prabhupada? Who gave you that name? You not deserve that. But he's a pure devotee, an acharya. They shook his finger. They shake their finger and go Hari's. Well, am I above Prabhupada? No. I'm gonna, whatever sauce he got from fools, Gowari's going to get it from fools, right? That's how it is. It's always like that. That's why even my disciples get it. They shake their finger in Lalita's face all the time, right? She was talking about that, you know. They don't like her lipstick. Well, lipstick lady's coming. Are you ready to grow up, anybody out there? You ready to make the distinction? What, she got a paper of the different levels of devotees, right? Well, here, come get the preaching about what different levels of devotees are without the etiquettes and just get straight out, uncompromised truth about the different levels of devotees. We show you, we teach you, we share with you. We show you there's different levels of devotees. And you know what? My Lord wants to wipe that out. Forget this different levels of devotees. How about we just make all ecstatic devotees like he wants? That's where we're going with this. Everybody becomes an ecstatic. Forget about the different levels. We make, even in our group, we're just making ecstatic devotees, man. Look at Lalita's ex. Look at Johan's ex. Look at a lot of devotees. Look at River's ex. You know, look at whoever's ecstatic. All ecstatic devotees. It's the time is finished. Well, I just do a little bit of this. You look at different levels of devotees. Yeah, two levels mainly. These persons haven't realized Krishna, and these persons have. So stick with those who have. They realize Radha and Krishna living in their bodily temples and prove it. The ones who have disproved it or they don't show, the no shows, we just leave them no shows. You're just a no show and you can't put on the show that we're putting on. So we just ignore that show. And you should also ignore that show. That are in that show. What are you going to people who you don't even know have ecstatic? This is why you Narayan Raj devotees. Why? How, you don't even know what real prema is. Real prema is staring you right in the face every day. And you claim to be Raghunuga Bhaktas. You claim to have the highest guru. Well, how come you haven't learned what real prema is if you know what it is? Real prema is here. We have the Shastras show us here. We have the witness testimonies that are getting this prema, saying it's the best thing they've ever gotten in their life. What else other proof do you need? Guru, Sadhu, Shastra is here. You obviously don't have it. You don't know what real prema is, and you blaspheme those devotees who have it. All I'm doing is telling you the truth, man. You don't know what real prema is. You need real instruction from those who are. You go through that door, you'll get the real prema. Otherwise, you'll be, like a tumultuous frog croaking for many, many lifetimes. Just like the verse says. Didn't I just read you the verse? You want to be one of those so called scholars, tumultuous croaking, because you got no ecstatic love of God, no spiritual empowerment. You're no shows. Okay? Lord Caitanya came on to put on the real show. We're here to put on the real show of Lord Caitanya, the show of bhakti, the show of truth. And those who appreciate the show of bhakti and the show of truth come right into the kingdom, come be part of the real family. But if you say, oh, this is blasphemy, no, we want dumbed down persons. We want people who don't think about, who has real bhakti and who doesn't. It's offensive to think. Well, go out there to the unthinked, the unthinkers. Go out part of the sheeples of religion. You want to be just a sheeple? You're actually more of a goat, actually. You're a goatl, a gobbler, a turkey. You're a gobbler, man. You're a turkey. You want to go out with the rest of the turkeys and gobble away. Gobble, 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 gobble. You want to be a real sheep? You want to be a sheep bull? You know, like a sheep of Krishna, a real people? See? Now we got real sheeple here. We're sheeps of the real God, man. The ecstatic God, the real Krishna, the God that's eternal, man. Not a rule and regulation one. That's okay, for us to start with. But become a sheeple here, man. You become a real people. Yeah, because you're a sheep of the real Lord, man. He's very ecstatic, man. He's ecstatic here. When you say, "Blessed are those who come in the name of the real Lord," Jesus said, "I'm not coming back till you can cry." See, my Lord's even more merciful. He's coming back even before people cry and makes them cry, forces them to cry, slaps them on the butt if they don't, right? Isn't that what happens? When the little child doesn't cry when they're coming out of the womb, man, the doctor comes, "Oh, we don't got to cry here." What do you think Gohari Das is doing? What? You don't think this is slapping you on the butt, get you to cry? No, it's not about crying. Boom, more. Give a harder slap. Got to slap them 3 or 4 times before they get them to cry and wake up. And now you're being born again, man. Take your first breath in the spiritual atmosphere. That's what it's about, isn't it? Wow. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. All the obstacles are not in my way. Need a little help. Guru Dev is like that doctor, man. Slap you on the butt, man, and get you to cry, man. For God's sake, wake up. We don't want any stillborns here, If they look like they're stillborn, not breathing, we slap them on the butt, wake them up, man. That doesn't work. We dunk them in cold water. It definitely wake those babies up, man. See, you got to get you breathing the spiritual atmosphere. That's what it is, isn't it? This, born, the baby's born and they breathe the material atmosphere. Okay, that's okay for the beginning. See? And then you get a guru initiate you in the rules and regulations, and I'm breathing the rules. I'm breathing the that's my life, right? Rules, regulations, austerities, renunciation, fasting, codicy. This is going to deliver me. You're breathing that. And then we slap you on the butt again. Oh, ecstatic devotion. More ecstasy. More. Oh, now we get you real. But now that's the born again experience Jesus was talking about, that Gohari is talking about again. That Lord Caitanya was talking about. Get you on the new maintenance program. See, maintained by the spiritual atmosphere. Isn't it amazing, Lolita? Can you believe it? River, Tom, we're being maintained by the spiritual atmosphere. That's why I can say whatever I want. It's great. I'm free. And people say, "Oh, he's got to be controlled. Control that guy. He's saying whatever you want." But it's all about the absolute truth on its highest degree. The mercy of Lord Caitanya ain't going to get any better, more freedom than that. Oh, it is so freeing and free. See, it's all about freedom. This is the hippie movement revived. Conclusive, the happy movement. We had the hippies back then, and Prabhupada got them on the regulative program. And now we're here to invite the happies into the happy movement. Worship the happy gods, always happy. blissful, ecstatic. Why? Because he's in truth and we're doing his work, man. How can I not be happy? How can you not be happy, engaged in the happy work of Lord Caitanya, distributing handful after handful, ecstatic devotion to anybody and everybody, not thinking, oh, did he follow Ekadasi? Did he follow this rule, that rule? Has he been offensive or not offensive? Has he been strict or not strict? Did he chant 1 lakh or 16 or follow the program? We just distribute, no considerations at all, handful after handful. No wonder we're so happy. We're following Lord Chaitanya's distribution program. We're following his real innermost cherished desire. How can you not be happy doing that? And you will be happy too. Just get on the bandwagon, man. We'll give you a trombone. You can go and play that trombone. Hey man, we're the Salvation Army and beyond. Crazy preaching, huh? Really outrageous. This is outlandish. Okay, let's read some. I wonder if we have a lot of comments. I bet we do, huh? What to say? People who think Krishna is just highly enlightened alien being. What do you say to people who think Krishna is just a highly enlightened alien being? It's true. He is alien, but not. See, he's alien to people because they've forgotten that Lord, and he's from the spiritual atmosphere. So you know how aliens are from other planets usually, right? So so from other planets. Well, yeah, the Lord is from the spiritual planets, man. So in a sense, he's an alien. But see, it's kind of like Maria is a good example. As soon as I showed up, Lord Chaitanya showed up for her, and it was like, wow, it was like coming back home. That's the way it was for me. It was like getting Prabhupada's books and the Bible is like coming back home. So it was alien and foreign before, and then it became just by contact natural because we're all connected, everybody. But it seems like an alien when you're not connected. That's why those people respond like that because it's still alien to them because they don't have faith in the preaching of a real devotee. See, if you're a real devotee and you come into this life and you have this devotion that you're getting now, as soon as you get the Bible, as soon as you get the Vedas written by real devotees, their heartfelt realizations, boom, you got it. It just comes back. But you may meet many non devotees before that because most people don't have this. You may, like I did, I met many non, so many, I didn't awaken at all. And then I just get the Bible and boom. Then I get Prabhupada's book and boom. And then I went about before that and in between that, meeting so many people, it didn't awaken because they weren't real devotees, advanced, elevated devotees. Okay? But those who are still non devotees that need more purification, they can even meet living persons and they don't believe. They don't, right? Lalita meets, they don't believe her. They don't believe in this. But they're on their way because their blasphemy is just the poison coming out of them. See? So that's how it is. And some people, we're here to pick up those who are ready. They will know. Like Jesus said, I know mine and mine know me. See? See? Krishna knows who's supposed to be here. And we just go what? We just dance. We're just dancing on the stage, dancing on Kalya's hoods, dancing, right? So you're having a good time dancing around. Okay. What else we got here? So let's see. Let's get back here. Let's see. How do I do this? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Lalita, give us a word.
I'm so excited, Guru Maharaj, because Fanny is intoxicated and she describes it. She's really completely on drug of love, listening to you. She has never experienced any drug, just like me. She's sitting, she's writing to me what's happening to me. I'm completely in this man, what is coming out of him, all these she hardly knows anything. So this is again, oh, it makes me so happy. Everything she said for these last few days gave me goosebumps. It's so real, so recognizing. It's so fantastic. uh Oh my God. She's still high. She writes it here, but she's too shy to express herself in class. She will do it later, I think. So this is a proof again. Those all those thousands of blasphemers and angry fighters who have nothing and who think that they will attain the Lord by doing what they think they don't have it. And she comes here for 1 week just listening to Guru Maharaj and having this affection for him, and boom, she's really everything she describes. She's really honest. She's really very, very humble. Everything she describes, it's like I experienced it. Just the same. Just the same, getting this big awakening by hearing conclusive truth that she even doesn't understand. Not
Mhm.
learned the books, not a learned schooler, nothing at all. Just being, feeling affection for Guru Maharaj and hearing the sound,
Mhm.
and that's what the soul is waiting for. You want to hear the sound of home again, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that, isn't that what it said? The glories of the Panchatattva. All you have to do is whoever does, they're touched by that. See, then it's that easy. See, and this is what the Vaishnavas don't understand. They think that you have to do it the hard way, and that's okay up to the point. But then now you can take the tight pair of shoes off because now the gift of this love of God is given very easily now. So that's, remember I told you that you have to be like Arjuna. You come and you finally surrender to Krishna by surrendering to his representative. Now Krishna, I'll listen to you. See, and I realize that I can't do this on my. I can't figure this out on my own. Okay, so either Krishna when he was here or Krishna's representative now. You have the same experience of Arjuna. You can put her. Arjuna says, "Wow, my ears are like tongues. This is, I can't believe how wonderful it is to hear." Well, that's how you. That's how it is for when you get the real mercy. You got to become like Arjuna. Mars Parikshit felt the same way listening to Shukadev, empowered by Krishna was that. See, it's always the same thing. That's what these disciples of Jesus, they heard from a person empowered by God. And they were like, wow, man, nobody speaks like this. Because nobody can. You have to be empowered by the transcendental Lord. Not the mode of goodness, Lord. Otherwise, you just get those regular classes. You ever see these regular classes? They're just kind of like nothing special. They're just a class, and they talk and they quote verses, and then you leave. You go eat prasadam, but they don't knock your sock. They don't make a lasting impression. They don't change you. See, listening to a self-realized soul empowered by the transcendental potency injects you with transcendental energy. See? That's why, yeah, See, this is all,
Injecting substance, yeah.
yeah, with real substance.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's lovely, Guru Maharaj. It's really, and it's always growing and growing and growing. That substance is getting stronger. This it works stronger and stronger and stronger. The more you advance, the more you hear, the more you get purified. And She says, I live on another planet. Yeah, you live on another planet. You live in Vrindavan now. You live in a completely different state. And then you start to experience all those rasas little by little. And it's by experiencing that you get more Krishna conscious than all those students.
Yeah.
It's more. You need these experiences, and you need to stay close to that true vine from who the juice is coming. You need that's the importance of guru, because otherwise, how can you attain this Krishna, for God's sake? She will be a good example now, because
Yeah,
she also
yeah.
knows it by listening to a person in a body, that I attain Krishna now, that I am in Vrindavan now, in this other, in this land, in this promised land, where
Hmm.
real happiness is.
Hmm.
How can you find Krishna without the guru, without the Siksha guru, who brings you there like a real shepherd brings you in that promised land? It's not possible.
Well, and that's because it's a family thing. The Lord makes the family the way it is. And when love of God began to manifest in Lord Chaitanya, and Srivas said, "Oh well, now our Vaishnava family will increase because of that," and that's why it is now. That's why it happened with Madhavinda Puri. The Vaishnava family increased because he made disciples. People came into that group. That's what it is now. Those who are attracted to come into this family will get very close to the absolute truth, which is Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, you're more distant. So, people know when they're ready and who they are. We just go on preaching. You could see, I mean, like gory and you're offensive. Well, how come we're not feeling that? How come we're feeling like empowered and energized? That's how it works. It's just if we were offensive, why are we feeling so good preaching to you persons calling us offensive? Why are we just feeling like more ecstasy, more energy? See? And I'm sure you'll either feel materially weakened, which is good, and eventually you'll just come into the family too, because everybody, of course, we want to be close with God. See, if you don't want, everybody wants closeness. You have to want closeness. Because if you don't want closeness with God, you're going to have closeness with his Maya, and that's not nice. That binds you to repeated birth and death. You become related to Maya. And it's not a very happy journey.
Yeah, what I recognize in her is also this humbleness and this thankfulness. That's so beautiful. That immediately this knowing where it's coming from and being so thankful, because she really experienced here right away. This is the person who gave me this happiness now. After 1 week or maybe 10 days, something like that.
Yeah, see?
Miracle. Isn't this a miracle, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah, yeah,
Again, a miracle. Beautiful flower that Krishna
yeah.
sent.
Yeah, and that's why, you see, Jesus, he said, a good tree doesn't bear bad fruit. And this is what these Vaidhi Bhaktis, this is what Narayan Maharaj group needs to learn. If this was really offensive and all that stuff and very bad and terrible and the worst, and you're worse than the snakes and everything Gohari does, why is it bearing such beautiful fruit? Why are people so ecstatic and so enlivened? This is showing. See, you can't. A bad tree doesn't produce good fruit. No, a good tree doesn't produce bad fruit, and that you have to use this standard in this Maya because everything is turned around. See, people are thinking like, let's use politics and the world. The bad tree, which is looking, say, the bad tree is looking like a good tree in Maya. See, that's called hypocrisy. See, the hypocrites are those who say, "Oh, we're really trying to do this for you, and this is for your good health. This is for you." See, they're in the form of pharmacology now, and the not all doctors, but basically big pharma. Big pharma. It's a materially motivated business, you know, and politics, politicians, all of this. They say, "Oh yeah, we want to be for you. We want to help you, and everything." But they produce bad fruit. Those who follow that course and believe in those words, fruit that is born is bad. You become a part of the depopulation program. You get very sick. You know how many people already? This is why it's kind of good to go and look around that people are getting these things and see the real deal. Don't be like stupid and like oblivious. Go to these things like Rumble and Odyssey and look at the real experiences of people. This is a good example of how it works when you serve Maya or you believe in Maya. Maya goes, "Oh yeah, this is it's effective. This is good. This will protect you." And then you go see these people who sorely regret because the fruit of following those words is terrible. Not everybody gets it, but it's like playing Russian roulette. You never know. And many people, oh, horrible stuff. Their whole lives are just, they're going around like this and they can't stop and their minds are all that. They think, what did we do? Well, what they've done is they're in this Maya here. This is why your situation is very precarious until you meet the self-realized soul and you believe in their preaching and get out. Get your spiritual body awakened. Then even if you did get that, you'll be like, lucky I am saved. I know who I am. You know, that's the bottom line. But many people are like this, and they're going to take more births. They're going to die, and they're going to come back. See? And believing in who knows, and believing in hypocrites again, and the same thing over and over again. Believing in people who are not liberated. We need ultimately the truth in this world is listen to those who are liberated from this world, the real ones, not the phonies, man. Not gurus are not real gurus who can be a leader to bring you out completely out of the illusion. When you realize that, see, we get you out of, you don't have to go through Putana or being a servant of Putana, these hypocritical gurus and teachers and poopy popes and ministers interested in big jets and stuff like that. You don't have to do that for how many lifetimes? We get you. Puta, the Garden of Eden is protected by those people. You get the self realized soul who gets you the real Christ, the real Krishna. In this life, why not? It's been given to the world. And you're in there like a Fanny. You got your Fanny in the kingdom of God. What a great name for her, huh? Perfect. I can use that. Look at Fanny's in the kingdom of God. Her Fanny's in there, man. Wherever the Fanny goes, that's where the person is, right? If the Fanny is in the kingdom, everybody, the whole body's in the kingdom. We just we just
Thank you
have to
so
get
much, Guru Raj.
we just have to get people's head out of their fannies. Richard, give us a word. You got your mic today? No mic? You're gonna have to write. Okay. All right. Who else we got here? We got Tom. Give us a word, man. I think Tom looks like an alien. It looks like he hasn't slept in days.
He looks like an apostle.
Looks like an apostle.
Hopefully it's a good one.
You got any sound there, Tom? He's working on it. Oh, question. Andromeda has a question. Okay, let me look at her question. Okay, let me answer Andromeda's question first here. So, what do you say to people who think Krishna is just a highly? Oh yeah, I answered that already. Okay, good. Seriously, have you ever had contact with alien beings? Uh, yeah, I think we're all getting contact with them. They're coming through. They're. I'm actually even seeing videos of these politicians. They're changing shapes. I think the aliens are already here. They talk about infiltrating. They may have infiltrated already. Um, and so they're actually known as shape changers. A lot of these aliens, which makes sense. And so they change the shape into a human being, human form. They actually, actually, even in Chaitanya Lila talks about that, where the serpentine living they came in the disguise of human beings. So even those kind of persons came. So I mean that you see this preaching is so Lord Chaitanya. I mean, this is for everybody, even the aliens. They even like serpentines, they can see because God is living inside them, and He does in a sense. How do you live inside somebody if you're judging them all the time? See, Jesus said the Father doesn't judge. He leaves that judgment up to the Son. So that's why the Son, they come to deliver the world, but they use judgment also. So you can make proper judgments. You got to see, okay, this is demoniac, this is not. This is hypocrisy, this is not. You got to make certain judgments. Otherwise, you believe in the hypocrites, you believe in their words, right? You believe in gurus who are not actually into the kingdom of God. So, I mean, that may be okay for a beginner, but it's not okay on this level of the path. You need to know who can get you into the kingdom, right? Yeah. So that's the kind of preaching here. I'm sorry, man. Are you a resident of Vrindavan now? So yes or no. Just answer the question. And most would, if they have any honest bone in their body, will say, "Well, of course not. That's many lifetimes, but I'm still a guru." And I say, "Well, why are you taking worship? Why you're acting like an idol?" Idol means you worship a mundane object. If you are not a resident of Vrindavan, you're a mundane object. You know, so bottom line, you should even ask here: is Gaur Hari Das a resident of Vrindavan? If not, you're barking up the wrong tree. See, that's how we trick these Narayan Raj followers. We get them barking up the right tree. Ba, 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 Gaur Hari Das, ba, 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 Lidita Ganga, ba, 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 ba. See, they're barking up the right tree. That's our trick.
we, are, we are so happy with the attention.
Gar, you offender of God. You're good. You got you barking up the right tree. I want to have a debate with you. Oh, good. You're barking up the right tree now. I want to destroy you, Gary. Oh, good. Now we got you barking up the right tree. Whatever we can do to get you to bark up the right tree is your good fortune. That's why you see, we got to get their attention. Like that one devotee put on his timeline things that I said, you know. Oh, look what this guy said. He's such a, I thought, oh, great, thanks. I've been waiting for some kind of propaganda, anything. I'll take anything. good or bad. Yeah, get them to look over make contact, man. This is a contact sport now. Let's make contact. That's why we feel so enlivened. We're making contact. Those say, oh yeah, all right, now we're gonna do stuff, man. Got the lila going, man. See, with Jesus also, they interacted, man. Things started going, and God was very pleased with that. Lord Caitanya also did all this, and Nityananda went out, and people, and we're doing it now, and it's just it's part of the lila. Yeah. All right, what else? Yes, I'm speaking of actual contact with human. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Static. Yeah. All right. So let's see
I
here.
found the button. I found
Oh,
the
good.
button.
You found the button. Okay.
Yes. What I want to say is I have to follow your I have to follow you. There's no other option as following you. When I look back or forward or any side, this all this quality, this substance is far more from a conclusive level. It's far more conclusive. It's not comparable to the other ones. It's like Krishna says, we are all following him in his path in all respects. Everyone is following Krishna, but it is to recognize the quality here and the source. Yes, like Lalita says, we have to recognize the source. We are in front of it. A lot of people, they look, but they cannot see. So yeah, there is no other option as following this quality. Once I saw that the other path, they are inconclusive. There is no other option for me as being here and listening to here and coming on this same page.
Oops. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I mean, even the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Um, let's see how to. Oh, I see. Yeah, here we go. Even the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, they they looked at all angles of vision to get really close. See, we have a guest appearance today. We thought we'd give him a little guest appearance. He's wearing my shirt, so why not? Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead. You have the floor. I'm going to give you the floor today. Let's see. Let's give him a big version too. Where's this? How do I do this? Here you go. You got the floor, man. There we go. Let's see. Let's give him a big version. Oh no, 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 no! Oops. Let's take him off the floor. Oops. No, no, you no! I got the floor, wrong. Man. No, 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 no! Let's take him off the floor here. Nope. Let's put him down. I thought he was gonna. I thought we could get him up there, but he's still too wild. Okay, yeah, all right. So, oops, let's go back here. Anyway, that was an interesting class today, huh? Yeah.
Super class, super guru, superhero.
Yeah. So Janardhan says all I need is faith in a real guru, Dave. That's all you do. I mean, in the real guru, and not only the real guru, but the real guru tells you the confidential truths. So how can you enter into this realm? So Prabhupada wasn't preaching so much that you can get right in. He would make innuendos and things, but he didn't like really like. He left that work for us, right? He taught, okay, yeah, follow the program, do this and all that stuff. But he left that work for this preaching. So you got the real empowered guru, like he was empowered, and all real devotees empowered. But you got this empowering message of the deepest truth, the most cherished desire of Lord Caitanya. See, we're preaching that message, and you have faith not only in the real guru, but in the real message of deliverance. Deliverance is here now. See, I'm delivering the message. It's in the real message, isn't it? Can you imagine if Prabhupada was preaching this and showing this? You could see why it wasn't time. You got to you build the foundation first. You got to put up the walls and everything. Now we can do it. Because people have been reading Prabhupada's books, they can have faith in this. They could have had faith before, but it wasn't. Krishna knows the right time, right? But you can see this is the perfect timing because it's working. People are coming. People are getting this more and more and more. So, Janana, you're right. Faith in a real guru with the real deep message of deliverance. This is the good news. This is a transcendental news. You can have your transcendental nature in this life. A few days like Fanny and Lalita, or a few months, or a few years. You're on the right train for that. Not so many lifetimes. Too long. The Lord doesn't want to wait. Okay, what else? Anything? I think that's enough for now. I think Lilita's had enough excitement for today. She needs to cool down a little bit,
Oh,
relax.
yes.
Exciting
I have
morning, huh? Exciting day. I'm gonna download that video of you doing all that. I'm gonna milk that one. I'm gonna use that. I got some ideas.
okay. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, I got a nice program for editing videos, so I can do it pretty fast without. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and putting stuff up.
Let them hate me more.
Oh yeah. Put that right up on the group. I'll put it on Nityananda Das's thread. Boy, he's trying to talk himself out of. I mean, I remember I was in Goa, and I almost had him out of that. I was preaching to him, and he was starting to get it, and he started to feel the thing, but then his friend, his cohorts, it just blah 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 blah, blah, and boom, he's gone
Like,
again.
yeah, like another who came back here now and then is gone again.
Oh yeah, gone again. Who is that? Which one? The Matura?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
The Matura, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, he
No
gone again.
answer anymore.
Yeah, a little weak. That's all. Yeah, but it sort of shows you they're getting a little experience of being uplifted. We'll give them more. We'll just keep dancing around. This is dancing on the hoods. Is dancing on Facebook like this, all over the place. Entering the threads, and it's like dancing is like, you see, Krishna wasn't. He was dancing on Kalya's hoods. He wasn't thinking anything of, just like us. We are able to do that now. We're empowered, many of us, and the others are getting it more and more. They'll all be dancing on the hoods. We need a lot of team members. Okay, I got to go. My voice is finished. Hare Krishna.